Hey, welcome back everybody to the Curse Trials powered by Alienware. I'm Travis.
My name is Mr. Alex Danger. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for being here. This is the Curse Trials powered by Alienware. We just finished Group C.
Yes. It was crazy. That was a crazy ending for in George Pool. Crazy circle. Let's take a look.
I looked at the results. That's why I'm a little lost for words, because I thought the top four would be a lot more mixed up than this.
I thought so too, but I think that people like Tempo Storm and Slayum and Totality, they and even Purdy's, like these teams were just doing really well during game 1 and 2, and it was able to get them into the top 4. So especially someone like Slayum, who got 4th and then 1st, but then a 13th finished place. Those two first really good games worked out for them. Plus they had a ton of kills, 11 and 13 kills in game 1 and 2. So those are your top 4 for Group C: Totality, Slayum, Tempo Storm, and Purdy's. Those are the 4 teams that will be moving into tomorrow's finals alongside the winners from Groups A and B. And speaking of winners, let's take a look at who we're dealing with this new group. This is the final group. This is Group D. We've got some crazy teams here, man. Envious, Nova, Apathy. We've got the group from Esports Arena, Crimson, Knights, Ghost Gaming. We've got Evil Geniuses, which is our good pals, Pandango and Nomies, Watson Cool. We'll see how they do. Penta, Vanguard, Hit and Run, Blank, Elusive Gaming, Game Time, 211, and Noble. Noble's Interrogate was in the duos from before, I believe. Did pretty decent.
We've hosted them. Daz was on Noble a while back. We haven't hosted them in a while, but yes, a while back we did host a couple of the Noble guys. They're nice guys, but we do have a lot of really high skilled teams in this group. Ghost Gaming, obviously,
they've been doing very well.
done pretty well. Crimson has been doing extremely well for themselves as well.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen Envious participate as Envious yet, but we do see a couple familiar names there. Venerated is very good.
For sure. Caden,
Caden's very good.
Those guys as well.
So we'll see.
Penta has also been doing pretty good as well. We've got a lot of people in the chat that are
65
those guys
people in the lobby.
How's that?
I don't know.
You're supposed to be 64.
Who doesn't belong here? I wonder if it's just a bug.
It might be. Well,
I see all full squads.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I don't see any solos.
It might be counting us for some reason, which is weird because it usually doesn't. But let's go ahead and jump in. We've got the plane about to take off here for Group D. This is round 1 of 3. This is the Curse Trials powered by Alienware. If you want to check out the point system, you can go to cursetrials.com.
I don't see any solos.
Or
it's 64.
you can type the chat command bracket. That'll give you a link to the wiki where you can see all of the previous teams who have qualified, as well as who's competing right now in this last group here. And again, they're going to need top 4 of these next 3 matches. They're going to be competing in the finals tomorrow, and the first place team tomorrow will be winning 4 player unknown bandanas.
That red piece of cloth
that is worth
across your face that is worth more than
$1,000.
almost as much as a 1080.
Yeah. It's crazy.
and nowhere near as useful, but very cool nonetheless. Lucky enough to have some of them around.
Absolutely.
This not going to tell you how I got them.
This plane path is nice, and actually look at the split of teams right now. We've got about half and half going west and east.
Yeah,
which
right
is nice
down the middle.
Yeah, we've got one team. We've got
EG down here.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses taking over the base. Nova taking over Novo.
Nova taking over Nova. Crimson was over here with Ghost Gaming. I think we're going to see some fighting over some vehicles, perhaps, or Crimson's a little bit higher up. They're going to keep going a little bit further. T-Bone seems to have spotted a UAZ or something. Yep, right in this little shadow, he spotted a Dacia. So they're going to pick up as many cars as they possibly can. It looks like maybe look at going to Primorsk or something like that.
Yeah, maybe so. For Ghost Gaming, Define Legit and Profi, they did very well in our duos. Did they win?
Very good players. They did not. They definitely didn't win. Frolicker and Moody won last.
That's right.
The last duos event.
Define Legit and Profi, they were a solid duos team in our last event. So for Ghost Gaming, definitely going to be looking at that. Were they on Ghost at that point already?
I don't think so.
Did they get picked up afterwards?
I'm not sure. Not 100%. We do see Mumino over here. Mumino is on the team with Dranis, the Russian team that is participating. They're a little bit further behind. Dranis is over here with Keen. So we'll see if we run into some issues here. Mumino at least has Onuctive. They need to move. They need to be together so that they can cover each other in this early 2v2. So they should probably get into the same building, but we're not really sure. Natural's going to go ahead and call out where he is because he's going to hear Mumino running.
Yeah, absolutely. Natural picking up an AK. I don't know if he's going to chase because
they're just gonna try to relocate to a different part of George, which is very smart.
Sure, absolutely. We got a circle. Look at this. We've got a military Nova.
This could be spicy.
Novo. I keep saying the Nova guys are screwing me up, man. Nova and Novo. Yeah, this is a very interesting circle. It's kind of interesting. Remember last group we had a military circle in the first round, doing the same thing apparently.
Got a group over here inside the bunker. There's ARs everywhere.
I just saw him pick up some gas just in case.
There is ARs everywhere.
Oh yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, by the way, in terms of our settings, this is squads, it's first person. We have the red zone turned off. We have the costumes, which is like the random pants and shirts and stuff that you see on the map. We have that turned off. We have the ARs turned up to 2 times the spawn rate, and we have the ammo at 1.5. And you can take a look at Alex moving around the camera here. Look at all of the loot with these settings.
So many ARs. There's a helmet right there.
And I think, I can't confirm it, but I do think, and I think you're right in saying this, that when you turn off the costume spawns, they get replaced with other items like scopes and vests and helmets and meds.
Absolutely right. There's an 8x here. Damn, there's some good loot at shelter. I hope they grab it all.
Oh, absolutely. They need to. In terms of the settings, the biggest thing here is, we want to encourage as much fair kind of PvP in terms of this game and let the rest of the RNG take place in terms of the circle and the car spawns. So we want all the players to have the weapons that they want and not get stuck with something really crappy, especially when you're talking about mid to end game. We want to make sure that everybody's got an awesome combo. For their pretty much unlocking everybody's full potential, right?
Yeah. You want everyone at, like, if you want all your men at
100%.
All your men or women at full fighting force. You want to give everyone as good equipment as you could possibly find.
And then that's when we can really tell.
You need to distribute the range. You need to make sure everyone has at least a 4x.
And we want to do that because this is all about, this is a competitive event, right? So we want to see who is the better player, right? We do have our first knockout. It looks like Sir Dre is going to go down to Caden with that Scar L over in Godka. And Sir Dre is going to be finished off by Czech Shooter here.
So it looks like Envious claiming their first victim. I'm not sure exactly where Sir Dre is. He is on the Sir team, so it's going to be easy to spot his teammates. I'm not sure what's their team name. They're all Sirs.
The Knights.
The Knights? That's Pittsburgh Knights. Okay.
Right. Sir Vox, Sir Slim, Sir Dre, and Sir Survivor.
They're way over here.
Yeah, in prison. One in prison.
So that guy died over here.
That may have been the one strategy that I've been hearing about, where a squad will actually, they'll spread out, and in that way at least one of them can be hold down an area.
We talked about it yesterday, the 4 corner strat. Someone goes Stalwars, Arky, Prim.
It didn't work out this time for them.
Well, I mean, they're still in it, but
yeah, well,
that player can kick back,
grab a drink,
make fun of his teammates missing shots, clip things from the stream, and tweet them at Curse Trials. If he's not too busy. But these teams are getting closer and closer up here in North George.
Absolutely.
Noble versus Avangar. Avangar was actually, I believe, invited to IEM, but they couldn't go because of a visa issue.
Oh.
So ESL, obviously.
Oh, man, boom.
ESL, obviously, a long history of international events, so they have an entire army dedicated to these travel preparations, but they're fighting now, so Onuktiv all by himself. Dranis is trying to position. He's running across the street to try to help. Noble is pinned behind this building. Keen is moving to flank as well. Keen's going to have vision on these players here. He's going to land a couple of those shots. Interrogate's actually going to get that nade off, but Interrogate gets killed. Natural's almost dead as well. Natural just knocked out Keen. Natural got finished by Mumino, who came here from the south. Wow. So really, really solid flank by this Avangar team. Keen's going to get picked up. Interrogate is picked up as well. Boom is still alive. Interrogate is back up now. He's not healed. Onuktiv going on the attack. Interrogate, not sure he has a first aid kit.
There's the door opening. Only one tap and Interrogate's down.
Shot. Sir Survivor knocking out Watch and Learn, finishing him off. Maybe a bit of a vehicle kill over there. Avangar's pulling out. They don't want to take it. That's playing it very safe. Penta's over here. Looks like Ghost Gaming is finally over the bridge. People starting to make their way to the island.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you have a decent amount of loot, this is when you need to go ahead and move. But look at this, Nicola taking some shots at these UAZs. Not able to connect anything, though, it seems.
That's 3 UAZs. Driving on by. Not seeing any damage come through yet. And there's one more player coming. Honestly, you're probably better off aiming for the tire. Gone wild. Driving past Freshie.
I'm
a little disappointed.
I'm a little baffled that none of those UAZs got hit.
No damage. I mean, I'm sure the UAZs got hit.
the UAZs have to be damaged.
Oh, this one's smoking.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's going to be a knock, most likely. Gone wild. Yes, knocked by Freshie. And I believe he is done for. The rest of his teams are gone.
Teammates are still driving. Sorry, my friend.
Got another group of...
Avangar's already moving out. Nova. Nova has one player outside of Nova. He's kind of holding down this intersection, maybe to communicate who's driving over the bridge for his teammates, just like that. But they seem to be moving out now. They're going to pick up Jay. And we'll see where they go.
They may actually stay there.
This is an interesting first circle. Where people post up is pretty important.
It definitely is.
Because there's not a lot of land to drive around here. So once you get over to the island, you're going to be driving past a lot of teams no matter where you're trying to go.
For sure. If you go a little south on the map here, I think I would be posting up right over here, kind of just to the northeast side of the base, and maybe
like
this little compound
maybe?
here. Yeah, because there's a lot of hills right over where Blink is. Right now, we had that one squad finish there a few weeks back, and it's got some really good hills right there that you can easily make some moves. You're not really out in the open.
As long as you stay out of this ATC, this little radio building.
Right, yeah. So if you look to the left here, there's this little dip in the road right behind you, like right here. It's a nice area to hold. You've got some nice cover, and if you need to move around to the Novo side, if the circle moves that way, you have this giant mountain, of course, to cover you as well. So it's a pretty decent spot, and I think Blink knows that, and they're going to hold that down.
Noble's still up in Giorgio. Chosen Zygo is also on Noble, so Noble actually has 3 players left.
Penta making their move.
Which honestly is pretty fortunate.
Yeah, so Penta...
easily lost a lot of players there.
Penta's got 4 players coming down in different vehicles. Pandango going to be picking up... Looks like...
I think he was just going to loot. I think, yeah, we do have an on Ghoul over here. So we've got an onto Ghoul. It's got an 8X on it, so that's going to be a valuable, valuable piece of equipment.
Absolutely. And he didn't even have to buy it.
And a Groza. Oh, boy.
Groza...
It's going to be a good military
game.
like
the Groza, you have to use it sort of like... It feels almost similar to an ump to me.
Yeah,
it's really, really good at like medium, but long range, medium and close range.
It doesn't feel right putting a 4X on it, does it?
It doesn't. Yeah, I feel like it's more of a red dot weapon.
Fair point.
Got some swimmers,
Mr. Howell,
as expected, of course, with this kind of circle. Yep. Penta going to be posting up right there on the edge of the bridge. They're probably going to be catching some of these players driving in if they do decide to go bridge. Pew Pew, Sun Labs. Jordan Sky split up across that bridge there.
Check shooter.
Nice little compounds there, yellow houses, I believe.
Gonna be driving past Miraku in this boat, but it looks like they have beached and they're gonna hold this position. So we'll see if this this blue team, Envious, actually manages to come up the bridge.
Play zone knock on Sir
Someone just got knocked outside the play zone.
Over there on the far east. Oh, is it that bug again?
So like, because Sir Dre died up here. He was our first death, right? I don't know.
I think you're right.
We've had a lot of issues today.
I think you are right. Yeah, there's some weird spectator
Crimson's
bug things going on.
Yeah, it's for IEM, they're obviously going to be using like the special LAN client, which I hope doesn't have similar issues, but who knows at this point. New circle post.
Luckily, it's not on the west side of this island where it's mostly beach, so a lot of this southern area right here is all cliffs, and there's only there's a handful of spots that you can get up on, but I think Crimson, obviously, enjoying that new circle posting. So they've got a nice little coastal area here. They're going to move a little bit more to the center of it looks like here.
If they look to the right, they'll see this boat.
Definitely will, but That's a pretty far boat. It looks like Surgery.
With four players, you gotta imagine you can maybe kill it.
Oh, we've got Define Legit on a bike trying to move up.
Ghost Gaming is trying to come in. Define Legit is above, in front of his teammates.
And he makes it away. Profi and Austin need to skirt a little left.
Yeah, maybe put a little bit more distance between you.
Seems like they're just going to go right up. They're going to risk it, I guess, just go straight through. I think they'll be just fine, though. I think they have a little bit of an edge, or a little ridge right here. So
I think the ridge is blocking the sight line a little bit.
Yeah.
But look at all these boats. Boat wars are happening. Envious is beached, so Envious is out. And there are a lot of boats swimming around them. They don't seem interested in taking shots at them, though. Okay, they're just going to go ahead and get up. That's fine.
Maybe eyeing the compound right there, but Nova is also looking down at that compound as well.
A couple teams considering crossing the bridge now. Avangar is down here. Dranis. Noble is still up here.
Okay, they're moving out now, though. Maybe they...
Noble is taking some damage, man.
I think they're going to get knocked out maybe the play zone. I think what might have been happening here is they may have had to loot longer because of how far they were for more meds for any chance of making it. You know what I mean?
Might be the case. They were distracted by that fight with Avangar for quite a long time.
Right, and then before you know it, it's like, oh man, we got to go all the way down to Novo, and we have like, you know, 2 first aid kits, right? So they may have had to loot George, which is the best place to loot for at least some more meds. So we'll see if they can make it. It's going to be a little hard, especially with the new blue zone algorithm in terms of more damage the further you are away. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do make it. Pandango and Nomi Evo Geniuses holding down the center of military base there. Blue zone's coming in 1 minute here.
Taking a couple shots. Doesn't want to pull out the yet. Let's try to save that ammunition. Probably pretty smart. We'll see if this team decides to swim. Not quite sure yet. They just started taking some shots from this squad, I think.
We have so many teams on
We've got 60 people left alive.
Southern coast right now. It's insane. We do have Caden taking some shots. Open some moving vehicles, I believe, up on the hill there.
He's taking some shots at a... Envious is that's his teammate right up the hill there. So I'm not sure who he's shooting at. Maybe Nova. God, you're right. I'm doing it too.
It messes with you, man.
I'm doing it too, dude. Wizwiki and Yearly. Gonna have to push past Ghost Gaming over here. Pandago has that out, or Ghoul rather has that out. He's finally taking shots. People are gonna start hearing that, and everyone's gonna know that there is a big gun on the field. He's zoomed in, but it looks kind of funny to us.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful weapon.
It is. It's fun to shoot. It's very satisfying. It's got that deep chunk
base. Looks like he did take 1 shot here. He's down to 2.
I wish we could look down the sight though.
I'm wondering if okay, he's gonna reload because remember the is at 300 Magnum, so usually you only get what? You usually get like what is it 30 rounds? 20.
Yep.
And that's pretty much all you have. So you got to be very careful about how much you're shooting and conserve your ammo with that weapon. Looks like Freshie and their team taking some shots at this boat down here.
Boat's on fire.
It is Mumino and his teammate.
They're swimming.
They're gonna bail out.
Team Avangar is swimming. Forced to swim. They tried the boat play. They got lit up.
Absolutely. Blue is coming in. Looks like Interrogate and his teammate over there for Noble might be able to make it in, but man, this blue's about to hit this white, which means the damage is going to go up, and they still have quite a ways to go. They're not even across the bridge yet, so it's going to be real tough, but they are on the move.
Pretty quiet so far. We've
only
lost 4 people.
Yeah, still 60 people left out of 64. So lots of teams left. This is a pretty common story when it comes to squads.
Yeah.
The beginning to even a little bit of
chilling.
mid-game is very, very, very slow. People don't want to push around too much. So it looks like Noble just now creeping into the blue, into the safe area. So they are going to be just fine, especially if they keep going straight and they don't run into some other teams here. You got to think they're low on meds, though, at this point.
Russian commandos making their swim. They're about to make landfall. We'll see if this team remembers them. They're actually in the water over here, too. Looks like they found a boat, so probably wait for the circle to post, and then maybe see if you need to take the boat somewhere.
I'm surprised we don't have players in Nova right now, though, also. Because it could go to the east, but we'll see here. New circle, it's going to determine a lot right now.
Away from the water. Ooh, military base is in.
It is.
A lot of water is in, but Crimson's in a good position. They're probably not going to move too much. Everyone else has to go, though.
Thinking the Knights, who are in a boat on the very south ocean right now, that's the only team that's probably going to use this beach over here on the west side. Maybe try to pick up that compound, but you got to think they're probably thinking the compound's occupied, especially with 60 people still up. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we're going to see too much water or coast on that far west side just because there's so many people already in place. And look at this, Define Legit driving right past Pace 1 and Profi as well. I think Define Legit
hit a tree.
He did.
And now their UAZ is driving past as well.
That's the second time that Define Legit and Profi and his team of Ghost have driven past, I think, this team.
They made it through. No, this is actually a different
team,
one.
yeah?
This is a different one. The other one was Crimson.
That was, yeah. And they have made it away for a second time.
They're okay
they're
now.
Safe.
They made it to a solid position. They're actually
Lots
pretty close
of
to center
military
circle,
shots.
but
Look
lots
at
of
this.
people are shooting.
Pew
Pew is going to pew onto this UAZ and not get any kills, but there's a couple to shoot at. Maybe shoot at the one that's close.
Oh, nice.
Holy
He
moly.
just destroyed that vehicle. There's another one. We'll see if he's able to get the second one. That UAZ is just fine, but it just crested the hill where there are enemy players, and they are going to be taking shots at them.
Tricky ground.
Nice return fire from Blink.
Blink's chewing them up, but Mortify from the left side.
Yes, nice job,
Going to go ahead and finish him off.
Picking up 2 kills there.
It looks like some of the Nova members got eaten up as they tried to drive through the airfield as well. Yeah. And Crimson is starting to connect with Ghost Gaming over here. Pittsburgh Knights are out in the water on a rock. Taking pot shots, I have to assume.
I got to say, at this point,
here comes Penta.
Evil Genius is just probably in one of the better positions. They've got the they're in that little radio tower over by military. And they're still in the circle.
The ATC and military can be a risky move because if the circle goes south,
Absolutely.
you have to cross the open area.
So much open area.
That could be a death sentence. They're going to try to link up. Penta's going to try to link up with Jeems. They'll do so successfully. They're going to stop in the woods here. And Envious is moving in as well. Here comes Noble. Way up there in the north.
All the way from George.
Here comes Avangar too. Avangar's still in. The circle's moving soon. We've got a lot of players getting really close to each other.
Absolutely.
Penta's very, very close to this purple squad over here. But they've set up a barrier.
Mortify.
They're going to call that there are players very close to them. But
absolutely. He has no
slow.
frags.
He sees Jeems on top of this vehicle. On top of this rock, rather.
He's playing it smart, though. Not going to be taking shots just yet. Wiswicky going to be knocking out Freshy, who is out here in the water. Some nice shots with that 4 times M16.
Freshy's going to go ahead and drown.
Yep, Sir Survivor getting a knock for the Knights.
Sir Survivor onto McCoy. That was onto one of the members of Ghost Gaming. So Pittsburgh Knights from all the way out here in the water have managed to down McCoy. Look at him way out here. They've got 8Xs.
Look at this. Oh, look at that.
That looks
look at
great.
That. Swimming.
You can see the water animation too.
Oh man.
Dude, that's quite the hike.
That's some mountain goat
Respect.
stuff right there, man.
Their boat is just parked out back. They're
Oh yeah,
they're like a Bond villain. So Penta's now taking some shots from really far away.
Looks like Susie is going to be killed there by
Susie was in that Dacia driving past Penta. EG hasn't moved quite yet. Avangar is coming in onto the military base.
New circle, here we go. It's on. Evil Genius is back down to the military base. All these teams up on the hill have to move down into the base.
Bit of a firing line over here. Onto this orange team. Envious. 2 kills so far. Just 2. Wiswicky got finished, so that orange team only has 3 left. And Pittsburgh Knights are back in their boat.
Yeah, you got to think they got to make a move now, man. Minute 30, which is so it sounds kind of like a lot of time, but it's not at all. Especially when you have so much ground to cover at this point. You're way out there in the ocean. You got to make a move. Penta Ultra going to be knocking out Pace 1 there with the M16, but Pace 1 was returning fire and got Simsy completely killed there for Penta. And Frost.
Some good kills
some
himself.
shots.
Mortify's the only one left of this purple squad, and he's now toast.
Nice job by Pinta
Killed by James.
Picking up 3 kills there, I believe. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, Evil Genius is right here in the northwest. Pandago in that radio tower looking pretty good. I think they're going to be in a great spot. Crimson also in the zone.
What's the sound? It was a smoke. So Crimson's moved off the beach. And now they're fighting with Penta. James looks like he's just going to drive away. I think Frost and Ultra are still alive. Ultra's picking up Frost right now. We got shots popping off all over the place.
Shooting these 2 squads from that tower.
Dranis gets knocked down by Benmo. Chaotic Circuit doesn't even have a sight for his M16 yet.
That's really unfortunate. Interrogate, gonna go ahead and finish off the kill on Nova's J all day. And Pandango.
Finished, actually stolen by Pandago, yeah.
See what Ghoul can do with his taking a shot.
That was a meaty body shot. It was just 1 HP left. And then finished by Pandago with the M16.
Oh, he just caught a glimpse.
Lumino on Team Avantgarde, fighting over here with Chaotic Circuit.
You gotta think Ghoul's gonna be careful about what shots he does take though, because again, he does have limited ammo for this and you want to save that.
I think he's been pretty conservative.
I think so too, yeah. I mean, you gotta think, there's still 42 people left.
Trying to find the action here. Crimson's kind of on top of it. Lumino's down. I think Avantgarde might be eliminated now. But Noble over here on this plane wing, taking shots is exactly why I said it can be really risky running this out of a out of military base.
I mean, Havoc's open area. In the blue, big time. He's gonna get knocked out by the play zone here.
Sunjeno over here, gonna get picked up. This team is in a pretty solid position here in the airport. ATC needs to be evacuated. Look at this circle. I feel like we've seen this circle a couple times. We've got a lot of fights going on up here in the woods. Envious versus Crimson. Crimson's lost 3 members, I believe. T-Bone's the only one left alive. But Envious has lost a few members as well.
You're right.
Envious has 2 down, and Crimson has 3 down, so it's a 1v1.
It looks like Caden's going to be getting the revive on check shooter here. We'll see if T-Bone's able to do anything here. He's going to go for some revives at this point.
He's got 3 teammates down. He's the MVP if he can manage to pick up his squad. Pittsburgh Knights look like they're struggling in the blue over there. Sir Slim's about to be down.
Yes.
Sir Slim's down. This team is playing very slowly, but Pittsburgh Knights are about to run up on them. Sir Survivor with a sliver of HP is going to be finished. Just like that. Sir Vox still down the hill.
Yeah, pretty far too.
Profi just got eliminated by Interrogate. Interrogate's knocking people out up here on the hill. Ghost Gaming is running into a bit of trouble. Austin and McCoy are the only ones up. And they've run into Penta. Ghost Gaming caught in between a rock and a hard place. Miraku.
James is literally throwing a frag based on audio there. He heard the M16 shots down the hill, so he popped a frag down there, but not able to connect anything.
All of Crimson actually got picked up.
You're right.
Miraku just got downed again. But Sir Vox is alive as well.
All of
I think all of Envious got picked up as well.
Yeah, all of Envious got picked up.
So there's 3 left on Envious. They're pushing now.
Nice
shots by Check Shooter. Nice. Really awesome turn.
Nice.
A little bit of help from Caden.
Does get knocked there by Miraku. The Blues coming in, Alex, right now. All these teams are going to get completely
Everyone who's down right now is just dead. This is a lot of damage. Sir Vox just killed that whole blue squad except for Benatic. Jazz is down. Caden's down. Caden, don't. Oh, man. Ghost Gaming actually managed to pick up a couple of kills.
So right now,
over here, Define Legit got picked up as well.
Yes, that's going to be huge. So
man.
Pew Pew, Sun Lao, and Sun Geno, they're in the center right now. They are on team 211. They have the best position currently. The Blues still coming in. We're going to see a new circle here in a second. Nomi is going to be killing Boom there.
You forgot to put on the e-brake. European drivers
And the new circle is posted, and I believe there's only one team near it, and that is going to be Beastia. So at this point, Evo Geniuses...
This is the last member of Noble, too.
Evo Geniuses needs to move way out. And like you said, Alex, it worked out for them up to this point.
You got screwed.
It worked
You
out.
played yourself.
It worked out to this point, but now they've got so much open ground to cover. But at least, I think they're in at least, what, like top 5, top 6 situation at this point.
Dude, Pittsburgh Knights. Servox is still up here.
Yeah.
Penta's running right into him.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Look
this
left.
could be bad.
Vox, look left. Oh, no. And that is it. Nice job by Penta. Penta doing pretty well right now. They've got the top, they've got the high ground, and they're pretty close to the circle. They're going to be taking shots from Evil Geniuses down here, though. Ghoul with that ADEX still out. Could be super deadly if he can get some nice angles.
See, they can make it across this open field, but they should be focusing on this team over here in this bunker, because that's going to be the biggest threat to them.
Absolutely, and that's Team 211 there, Pew Pew.
Here comes Penta. Oh, Penta looks like they're going to make a ballsy vehicle play. They're going to wait for the blue to start moving.
I think you're right.
Are they going to run down?
I think they're going to take the vehicle.
No way are they going to run down. That's suicide.
I think they're going to try to get as many picks as they can, just like that, taking out Austin. And then once they get 1 or 2, I think they're going to start running down, or I think they're going to take that UAZ, man. There it is. They're going to be running into Beastia, though, who's on the right. This could be horrible for James. He's not focused on Beastia, but
He
look,
actually
he gets turned
and
on.
killed him.
Nice
James
shots
turned
by
and owned him.
James.
So EG is crossing now. Zwats is on a motorcycle. He's driving towards some enemies.
Oh, that's got to be death right there. There it is. Pew Pew.
Killed by Pew Pew. Penta is okay. 2 of the players ran down. Pew Pew is by the barrier. Chosen Zygote is almost in the white. He's going to finish off that player, run down the hill, and
But
then
then
get killed himself.
James picking up another kill onto Chosen. James picking up another kill on Sun Louse right now. James is absolutely on fire for Penta right now.
It's Penta. Penta have 3. Sunjeno is down, so it's basically 2 people are alive. They're not going to be able to pick up Sunjeno. It's McCoy and Pew Pew versus Penta.
But who has the circle at this point? It determines
Penta.
so much. It is
It's
Penta. But Pew Pew's got this hard cover. And McCoy is just, he's not in any kind of safe spot right now, but I don't think they see him. He's
They
just in
don't see
between.
McCoy. He's prone on the other side of the station.
No
and
helmet.
He doesn't have a
That's it.
He doesn't
It's
have a
just
helmet.
McCoy up against 3 Penta members.
They see him.
And that is lights out.
That's going to be a hard situation. Just spam it.
There you go.
There you go.
X, oh my gosh, look at these kills.
8 kills onto James.
12,
Holy
13,
moly.
14 kills for Penta and a first place finish. Wow. James,
Strong game 1.
James, man, MVP of round 1, absolutely dominating at the end there, turning on some players and getting some long-range kills at the end there. Well done for Penta. Second place, Profi, McCoy, Define Legit, and Austin of Ghost Gaming. Very well for them as well. Only 1 kill, but second place, that's 90 points. Pew Pew and Sunjeno, Jordan, and Sunlouse, they were holding down that little center area. That's Team 211, did pretty well for third. And Interrogate, Chosen Natural, and Boom breaking 4th, and Evil Genius is there in 5th place. So that's, ladies and gentlemen, round 1 of 3 for Group D. And we'll be back in 10 minutes for even more.
We're almost done. We got 2 more matches. We'll be
2
right
more
back.
matches.
Yeah.
High-end gaming. Introducing the new Alienware Area 51 Threadripper Edition. The machine with the 16-core and 32-thread CPU. Ready to overclock. Our most powerful liquid cooling unit. Exceeds VR and 12K requirements. From the company that pioneered the gaming desktop comes the ultimate gaming machine.